Good evening, I'm Samriddhi Kesi and these are the headlines of the hour. Political turmoil among NEA Director and Energy Minister affects the power supply. Deviation among demand and supply leads to load shedding in industries. Development budget being utilized for the disaster management in local levels of Kavre. Pathetic scenario demands concern of the central government. At least 179 dead in South Korea. Plane crash. The aircraft carrying 181 people drove off the runway at Muan International Airport. And South Africa beats Pakistan to book place in June's World Test Championship final, becomes the first team to qualify. Welcome back. The increasing political turmoil among NEA Director and the Energy Minister has led to the affected power supply in industries and household sector as well. The inability to maintain balance between demand and supply has led to the power cut in industry daily for 8 hours. The household sector has been facing frequent problems of low voltage and power cuts. According to the NEA officials, the locally produced electricity is not sufficient enough to handle the demand at the present times. 1,400 megawatts of electricity is currently being produced, contrary to the demand of 2,034 megawatts. India has restricted import from 5 p.m. to 9 a.m. As per the contract made with the southern neighbor, only 300 megawatts of electricity is being imported during the time that has led to the power cut in 30 industries. The flood of the last week of September has reduced power supply of Upper Tamakosi to 120 megawatts. The production is expected to reach 4,053 megawatts from the first week of Nepalese month of Magh. Kaligandaki hydropower will produce additional 50 megawatts from next week. However, production is expected to reach 600 megawatts from hydropowers currently yielding 693 megawatts of electricity. The deviation among demand and supply has led the household sector suffer equally as well. Although the authority has stated few problems during maintenance and capacity increase by the officials, household sectors often complain of frequent power cuts. The government has stated that the power cuts in industry during the winter will continue unless Upper Tamakosi and Kaligandaki operate in full capacity. In our public voice segment today, we have asked in several provinces what is the situation of power supply in your area. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
अलिअलि जाने जस्तो छ भने बाकी त ठीक छ।
राइस कुकरमा खाना बसाल्यो पाक्दैन खाना खाने बेला खाना खान बस्यो अँध्यारो हुन्छ।
डिम आउँछ जो डिम आउँछ मोबाइल चार्ज गर्नमा डर लाग्छ टिभी चलाउनमा डर लाग्छ
मोटर चले हुन्छ घर बनाइरा छु अब त्यो एकैछिन लाइन गइदिन्छ भने जस्तो कामै हुँदैन
चाहिएको बेलाहरु चाहिँ गइदिने भएको कारणले गर्दा फेरि चाहिँ सामानहरु बिग्रिने
पहिला त धेरै उ थियो राम्रो थिएन एकदम बत्ती काट्ने थियो अहिले चाहिँ 2-3 वर्ष लकडाउन पछि भनम राम्रो छ
बिहान पनि गइरहन्छ दिउँसो पनि गइरहन्छ अनि यो सूचना दिए त राम्रै हुन्थ्यो
बिजुली गइराखा जंगलको छेउमा घर छ एकदम डर छ हाम्रो गाउँमा जन्तुहरु आउँछ
बिजुलीको अवस्था त कहिले आउँछ कहिले कट छ भोल्टेज कम रहन्छ
पहिला थियो बरु 1-1 2-2 घण्टासम्म लोड सेडिङ हुन्थ्यो अहिले चाहिँ त्यस्तो भएको छैन
विगतको बेलामा लोड सेडिङहरु यताउता हुन्थ्यो त्यो चाहिँ अहिले छैन
कहिले कहिले दिन्छ कहिले कहिले दिदैन
तार छन् पुरानो समय तारको समस्या छ
फ्याक्ट्री जाने आउने चाहिँ भइरहेको छ
अब खासै त्यस्तो अप्ठ्यारो असजिलो नै चाहिँ परिस्थिति छैन
लामो समयसम्म कहिले काहीँ चाहिँ अब के भोल्टेजले काम नगर्ने
कहिले काहीँ बत्ती गए पनि वी आर सेटिस्फाइङ
Among the 13 local levels of Kabre, only Dhulikhel and Banepa municipality have been excluded in the list of disaster risk area. However, these two areas have also bared a loss of millions. Amid this, local levels are deciding to reduce the budget of development projects for the current financial year to invest in disaster response by calling a special municipal assembly. In the flood and landslide of the early October, public property of more than 810 million Nepali rupees was damaged in Dhulikhel municipality alone. 4 people lost their life and drinking water infrastructure, schools, roads and private properties were damaged in huge scale. The Special Municipal Assembly held last week revised the budget and policy program by cutting 20% of Dhulikhel's plan. When Dhulikhel was taking initiatives to get enlisted as disaster-affected municipality, the federal government did not decide to do so. Amid this, Dhulikhel decided to invest in disaster response by cutting the development budget.
क्षति भएको छ त्यो क्षति भएको क्षेत्रलाई कसरी भरण पोषण गर्ने त भन्ने विषयमा हामीले हाललाई धुलिखेल नगरपालिकाले राष्ट्रिय अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय र संघ र प्रदेश सरकारसँग पनि बजेटका लागि व्यवस्थापन गर्न आह्वान गर्ने ध्यान आकर्षण गराउने र नगरपालिकाको आन्तरिक बजेटभित्र हामीले जुन नगरसभाबाट पारित गरेको बजेटमा 20% बजेट कटौती गर्ने.
At least 13 local levels of Kavre have faced natural disasters. Roshi Rural Municipality has also cut down the budget through village assembly. 504 houses have been fully damaged and 911 houses have been partially damaged there. Pride project of the municipality, Damfu Museum and a 10-bed hospital has been washed away along with administrative building of the municipality that has also been devastated. 47 schools along with the 12-kilometer stretch of BP highway has also been swept away. Among the most affected municipalities, Panauti municipality has completed the municipal assembly by cutting the development budget. 586 houses have been fully damaged while 944 houses have been partially damaged in the municipality and more than 450 Nepali rupees loss has been faced by the agricultural sector. Along with this, property tax exemption setting river standards, 50% tax exemption for the current financial year on land used by general construction-oriented road, stone industry, and in the case of citizens who have already paid the tax will be maintained in the next year as well. It seems that the provincial and federal government should be serious about the local government's obligation to reduce development and engage in disaster response. Zoos are built for wildlife conservation, tourism and education purposes. Nepal's Jaulakhel Zoo in Lalitpur houses hundreds of wild animals in just 6 hectares with no government plan for expansion or open gardens. Plans to build a zoo in Bhaktapur, Surya Binayak and Tanahu remain stalled. We have a report.
Open zoos emerged to address the issue of confining free-roaming animals in small spaces. In Nepal, the government has initiated plans for open parks to ensure animal comfort. However, progress on these projects has been disappointing. For example, the National Zoological Park in Surya Binayak, Bhaktapur, inaugurated by Prime Minister K.P. Sharma Oli on 23rd of June 2016, remains incomplete. Despite spending 170 million Nepali rupees and assigning 22 staffs, the project stalled with a decent DPR estimating cost of 14 billion Nepali rupees. Local representatives advocate for its speedy completion and the relocation of wild animals to open areas.
हामीले चाँडै भन्दा चाँडै त्यो प्राणी उद्यानलाई तयार गरेर अगाडि बढाउने छौं र संसारमा देखाउन हुने लायक एउटा प्राणी उद्यान भक्तपुर सूर्य विनायक जंगलमा छ र संसारभरिबाट हामीले आमन्त्रण गर्ने छौं.
The plan to build Nepal's largest zoo in Tanahu has also stalled. Initiated in the Nepali year of 2073 BS, the zoo park was said to be constructed in the Chirkeni Bhanjang forest area covering 425 hectares including 936 rupees of private land. However, locals have yet to receive the 460 million rupees compensation for their land and cannot use their property or forest. Experts emphasize the need to expedite such projects to protect wildlife in open spaces.
यो चिडियाखाना 6 हेक्टरमा भएको नाताले पनि यसमा धेरै ठूलो हैन स्पेसिसहरु पनि हामी राख्न सकिदैनौं तर हामीले भनिसकेका छौं यसलाई हेरिटेज जू को रूपमा हामी कल्पना गरेका छौं.
The zoo in Lalitpur houses 1406 wild animals from 119 species including 40 mammals, 60 birds and 11 reptiles and fish. It attracts 3,000 visitors daily and generates an income of 60 million Nepali rupees annually.
वन्यजन्तुलाई अब हामी खुले रूपमा छोड्ने हो भने त जू नै ल्याउनु परेन संसारभरि। जूको कन्सेप्ट नै हुनु भएन। जब जू भनेको एउटा सानो एरियामा मान्छेले जुन चाहिँ हिमालमा अथवा कुनै खुला रूपमा देख्न नसक्ने वन्यजन्तुहरू बालबच्चाहरूको लागि त्यहाँ स्कुल विद्यार्थी अध्ययनको लागि त्यसको लागि नै राख्या हो र त्यसलाई हामीले एनिमल फ्यासिलिटीमा हामी ध्यान दिएका छौं। त्यसमा हामी कुनै कमी कमजोरी गरेका छौं।
1400 भन्दा बढी वन्यजन्तुलाई 6 हेक्टर जमिनमा कोचेर राख्नुको विकल्पमा ल्याइएको खुल्ला चिडियाखाना बनाउने अवधारणामा मन्त्रालय भने बजेट अभाव देखाएर असम्भव बताइरहेको छ।
भक्तपुर जिल्लाको सूर्यविनायकमा खुला प्राणी उद्यान बनाउने प्रक्रियाको थालनी पनि भइसकेको अवस्था छ र त्यसलाई अब विधिवत रूपमा अगाडि बढाउनका लागि अब करिब 14 अरब रुपैयाँको त्यसको डिपिआर भएको रहेछ। त्यो नेपाल सरकारबाट मात्रै त्यो सम्भव छैन त्यो जू बनाउन भन्ने कुरामा हामी सबैले त्यो महसुस गरिसकेको अवस्था छ।
The idea of creating an open zoo to replace the cramped 6-hectare space housing over 1,400 wild animals faced challenges, with the ministry citing budget constraints. Zoos are crucial for promoting paratourism, but the lack of priority for government-announced projects leave both wildlife and citizens at a disadvantage.
Welcome back. Parliament is neglecting its core duties ahead of the upcoming session, with committees, the Speaker and the Secretariat showing little urgency. Meanwhile, officials are focused on staying in hotels and resorts instead of prioritizing the work. As the government plans to conduct the winter session of the Parliament, preparations are hindered as the Speaker and the Secretariat officials are absent, engaged in UNDP-funded programs at resorts to finalize the budget. Despite Speaker Devraj Ghimire's directive against random programs, this involvement has delayed session readiness. Such donor-driven initiatives have historically failed to enhance parliamentary effectiveness and are seen as attempts to influence legislation. It is time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before today's question, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked you what's your take on the Nepal Olympic Committee holding election against the Supreme Court's order. 75% voted for option A, contempt of court, 13% voted for option B, defiant leadership, and 12% voted for option C, election follows IOC's charter. Here's today's question. What's your take on the Parliament officials prioritizing programs of donor agencies instead of preparing for the winter session? Option A, lack of business from the government. Option B, influenced by donor agencies. And option C, unable to sort out the priorities. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Time for international update. At least 179 people have been killed when a passenger plane caught fire after skidding off a runway and crashed at an airport in South Korea's Muan city. The accident occurred on Sunday at 9:03 a.m. local time as the Jeju Air flight carrying 175 passengers and 6 crew from Thai capital Bangkok landed at Muan International Airport, located about 289 kilometers southwest of the capital Seoul. The plane, a 15-year-old Boeing 737-800 jet, was reported to be carrying 2 Thai passengers and the rest were believed to be South Koreans. It is reported that the crash is believed to have been caused by contact with birds, resulting in malfunctioning landing gear as the plane attempted to land at the airport. The country's news agency reported that a passenger texted a relative to say a bird was stuck in the wing. An official from South Korea's Transport Ministry's Aviation Department said a bird strike was among several theories for the accident that have not been verified and an investigation was ongoing. Jeju Air, one of the South Korea's largest low-cost carriers, which was set up in 2005, issued an apology for the crash, saying it would do everything in their power in response to the accident. Welcome back. Time for Sports Update.
Sports News.
South Africa became the first team to qualify for the ICC World Test Championship final of the 2023-25 cycle as they overcame Pakistan by 2 wickets in the first test at Centurion today. After crumbling to 99 for 8 in a 148-run chase after Pakistan's seamer Mohammad Abbas' 6-wicket burst, South Africa held their nerve with an unbeaten 50-run partnership for the 9th wicket between Kagiso Rabada and Marco Jansen. The win elevated the Proteas to 88 points from 11 games this cycle, boosting their points percentage PCT to 66.67 ahead of Australia and India, who are currently locked 1-1 in Boda Gavaskar Trophy. With South Africa booking the ticket to the final to be held at Lord's between June 11 to 15 next year, only India and Australia remain in contention to book the other vacant spot. South Africa are the 4th team to make the WTC final after India 2021 and 2023 defending champions Australia and inaugural winners New Zealand of 2021. South Africa's WTC 2023-25 campaign began with a 1-all home series draw against India before suffering a 0-2 defeat to New Zealand away in February this year. Temba Bavuna's man then won successive series in West Indies and Bangladesh before trouncing Sri Lanka 2-0 at home earlier this month. The defeat was also Pakistan's 7th in the cycle across 11 matches, pushing them down below Bangladesh to the 8th spot in the WTC standings. The final test for the both sides will be played from 3rd of January in the Cape Town. That is all for the moment. Up next is news in Nepali. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.